Zomato founder to build India's first indigenous jet engine, LAT Aerospace. Has the flight really taken off? Imagine a morning when the biggest headline doesn't come from a newspaper, but soars high in the skies of technology and dreams. A man who once revolutionized food delivery is now gearing up to help the nation take flight, literally. Zomato founder Deepinder Goyal has now stepped into the world of jet engines. And this isn't a joke. It's a move that could completely redefine India's aviation technology. From Zomato to LAT Aerospace, this isn't just a shift in names, but a symbol of the elevation of vision. This time, the destination is not the ground, it's the sky. Today, we'll explore this exciting new chapter in depth. But before we begin, if you're new to our channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you never miss any of our latest video updates. So let's dive into today's discussion without any delay. Deepinder Goyal, along with Zomato's former co Surabhi Das, has launched an aerospace startup called LAT Aerospace. At first glance, you might think, from food delivery to jet engines? But that's exactly what makes this story special. Deepinder is no longer just a food tech entrepreneur. He's now becoming a pioneer laying the foundation for advanced aviation technology in India. He has made it clear, LAT Aerospace is building a research team in Bengaluru with a mission to develop lightweight, efficient, and fully indigenous gas turbine engines. Hiring for engineers has already begun. In a social media post, he stated openly, "Engineers here will have complete freedom to think, build, break, and rebuild better." This isn't just a statement of confidence. It reflects the passion that can make any nation technologically self-reliant. Imagine, if India learns to build its own jet engines, what kind of revolution could occur in defense, civil aviation, and the broader aerospace sector? But that brings us to the question, what exactly is a jet engine, and why is it such a big deal? A jet engine or gas turbine engine is a propulsion system that is essentially the heartbeat of modern aircraft speed. It works by sucking in air, compressing it, mixing it with fuel, and igniting it. The resulting hot gases shoot out with such high velocity that they create a powerful thrust, enough to propel a massive metal tube through the sky at over 800 km/h. The advantage of gas turbine engines lies in their lightweight design, high power-to-weight ratio, and smooth performance at high speeds. Whether it's civil aircraft or military jets, more than 95% of the planes flying in the world today use these engines. And until now, India has had to depend on foreign countries for this technology. Sometimes from Russia, sometimes France, and often America. But now, the story is about to change. LAT Aerospace's vision doesn't stop at just building engines. Deepinder Goyal's ambition is to develop small aircraft within India, specifically short takeoff and landing, STOL aircraft. These planes are capable of taking off from short runways and can carry 20 to 24 passengers. Just imagine, if thousands of such aircraft start connecting smaller towns and remote locations across the country, what a transformation that could be. The very meaning of travel between villages and cities would change. These aircraft would require minimal runway space, making them ideal for valleys, hilly terrains, or border areas. This would not only boost connectivity, but also turn India's dream of self-reliance in the aerospace industry into reality. And this vision is not just for civil aviation, it's considered crucial for defense as well. Now let's talk about the journey that brought a food tech startup founder into aerospace. Deepinder Goyal founded Zomato in 2008, and in no time, it became a unicorn. But what truly sets him apart is his problem-solving instinct. When he noticed that India lacked an indigenous jet engine solution, he didn't just raise the question, he laid the foundation for an answer. LAT Aerospace follows a philosophy of open engineering innovation. This means engineers will have the freedom to redesign, dismantle, and rebuild with new ideas without bureaucratic hurdles. Behind this approach is not just a focus on technology, but a hunger for transformation that aims to take India from made in India to designed and innovated in India. Now let's dive a little deeper into the technical side. A jet engine has three main components: the compressor, the combustion chamber, and the turbine. Air first enters the compressor, where it is compressed at high pressure. Then it moves into the combustion chamber, where fuel, typically kerosene, is injected. As the fuel burns, the resulting hot gases are directed toward the turbine. The energy from these gases provides the thrust that propels the aircraft forward. A jet engine functions like a closed-loop system, where the process runs continuously. Air is sucked in, pressure is increased, fuel burns, gases expand, and thrust is generated. This entire cycle is made more efficient with axial flow and centrifugal compressors. That's why jet engines are considered one of the most reliable propulsion technologies of the modern era. LAT Aerospace aims to create an engine that is not just made in India, but also designed and customized specifically for Indian conditions. Because India's climate, altitude, fuel availability, and logistics infrastructure are all unique. That's why a domestic engine may actually perform better for India than an imported one. But the road ahead isn't easy. Designing a jet engine, getting it certified, and then scaling it up to mass production, this is a long journey filled with technical challenges and regulatory hurdles. So far, only a few countries have successfully completed this journey, like the United States, France, Russia, and more recently, China. But if an Indian startup succeeds in this field, it won't just make India self-reliant, it will establish a new global identity for Indian aerotech. The Indian government is also actively encouraging such initiatives. Institutions like DRDO, HAL, and NUL have been working on indigenous engines for years. But this kind of bold step from the startup ecosystem is fresh, energizing, and unprecedented. The key difference lies in agility. While government institutions are often slow-moving due to bureaucracy, startups tend to be agile, focused, and mission-driven. And that may just become LAT Aerospace's greatest strength. What matters most in this entire journey is people's trust and the capability of engineers. The way Deepinder Goyal publicly announced open hiring on social media showed his vision to create a collaborative ecosystem where young Indian engineers can harness their creativity and elevate the nation. An ecosystem where aerospace is no longer the exclusive domain of ISRO or HAL, but something that common citizens can contribute to and be proud of. If this startup succeeds, India won't just become self-reliant in small aircraft, but could also emerge as a global supplier of affordable and efficient jet engines to developing countries around the world. Imagine, India, which for decades depended on Boeing and Airbus, is now preparing to build its own propulsion systems and potentially compete on the global stage.
If our video has taught you something new, do not forget to like and share this video so that this information can reach others as well. Your likes and shares are a source of inspiration for us. If you have any questions or suggestions, please let us know in the comments. It will be our honor to answer your questions and listen to suggestions. And yes, if you like our content, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you stay connected with every new story. Thank you. GRT Business YouTube channel sources, news from various news agencies, opinion polls and other public sources. We try to ensure that every report and summary is accurate and verified, but we are not responsible for any dispute or error. Our aim is only to provide you with accurate information.